Something inexplicable is happening at the Dead Sea, and it could change everything we know. For centuries, the Dead Sea was a symbol of desolation. With its extremely salty waters, no living being could survive there. But now, something extraordinary is happening, something many believe to be the fulfillment of an ancient biblical prophecy. Recent images show that where before there was only sterile solitude, life has begun to emerge. Small freshwater lakes, vegetation and even fish were found. Where life was impossible. For some, this is just a natural phenomenon. For others, it is a clear sign that the scriptures are being fulfilled before our eyes. What does this really mean? Could this event be connected to the prophecies about the restoration of Israel and the return of Christ? The latest archaeological discovery in Israel is being celebrated around the world. The Dead Sea, known for its extreme salinity and lack of life, has become the center of a phenomenon that many believe is the fulfillment of an ancient biblical prophecy. This event reignited discussions about the signs of the times and the role of Jesus in divine promises. But what exactly happened, and what does this mean for the future? In recent years, sinkholes have begun to appear on the shores of the Dead Sea, formed by the dissolution of underground layers of salt. The most impressive thing, however, is that these previously barren areas began to reveal life. Vegetation and even fish were found where it was, previously impossible to survive due to the high salinity of the water. This phenomenon is directly aligned with biblical prophecies of Zechariah and Ezekiel, which talk about living waters flowing into the Dead Sea and bringing life again. The book of Zechariah 14:8 states, "In that day living waters will flow from Jerusalem, half into the Dead Sea and half into the Mediterranean Sea." Already in Ezekiel 47:10 we read, "Fishermen will be on the shores of the Dead Sea, and there will be fish as in the Mediterranean Sea." Many believe that these signs indicate preparation for the second coming of Jesus, a time of renewal and restoration promised in Scripture. Jesus always talked about transformation and renewal. This phenomenon at the Dead Sea can be seen as a reflection of these promises. In John 7:38, he declared, "He who believes in me, as the scripture says, rivers of living water will flow from within him." The Dead Sea, which for centuries seemed like a barren desert, now shows signs of renewed life. Perhaps it is a reminder that God is at work in our times and fulfilling his promises. While some see this as a sign of spiritual transformation and renewal, others believe it is a demonstration of the power of Jesus, who, like living water, brings life where there was none before. This phenomenon not only defies scientific expectations, but also reminds us of Christ's words about restoration and hope for all humanity. Jesus always talked about transformation and renewal. This phenomenon at the Dead Sea can be seen as a reflection of these promises. In John 7:38, he declared, "He who believes in me, as the scripture says, rivers of living water will flow from within him." The Dead Sea, which for centuries seemed like a barren desert, now shows signs of renewed life. Perhaps it is a reminder that God is at work in our times and fulfilling his promises of restoration. But what is the deeper meaning of this discovery? The Bible teaches that God brings life where there is death, hope where there is desolation, and renewal where everything seems lost. The Dead Sea symbolized the end, a place where nothing could grow. Now, his transformation can be seen as a powerful signal that the time of restoration is near. For many scripture scholars, this event is directly linked to the prophecy of the restoration of Israel and the world, a process that will culminate in the glorious return of Christ. The fact that a once inhospitable environment is now showing signs of life reinforces the message that Jesus is the source of living water, the one who brings redemption and new life to all humanity. The power of God is being manifested before our eyes. Just as he can transform the Dead Sea, he can transform dry hearts, hopeless lives, and impossible situations. This phenomenon also challenges us to reflect on our own spiritual journey. Just as the Dead Sea revived, are our hearts being renewed by God? Are we recognizing the signs of the times and preparing for the promise of Christ's return? Is this physical transformation in the natural world not also a call to a spiritual transformation in our lives? While the world watches in amazement at this unexpected change, believers see something much greater. This is not just an ecological transformation, but a spiritual framework which points to God's faithfulness and the fulfillment of His promises. The restoration of the Dead Sea invites us to remember that where God touches, there is life. He continues to perform miracles and fulfill His words, just as He has done in the past and will do in the future. The question now is not just whether the Dead Sea is coming back to life, but whether we are prepared for the time of redemption that is approaching. Given such clear signs, the question remains, are you prepared for what's to come? The Dead Sea is being restored, an event that many see as a fulfillment of biblical prophecies. But the true transformation that God desires is not just in the world around us, but inside each of us. If all this is a reminder that the Scriptures are true and that the time of restoration is at hand, what will be your answer? Choose to be on the right side of history. Seek to know more about the prophecies and signs of the times. Give your life to Jesus and allow Him to bring new life to your heart, just as He is bringing it to the Dead Sea. Don't ignore the signs. The time to prepare is now. God is calling, and the decision is in your hands. Sign up now and don't miss upcoming signals. What is happening at the Dead Sea is a warning to the world. Prophecies are being fulfilled, and the signs are increasingly evident. You can't ignore this. When you sign up, you'll have access to exclusive content about Bible prophecy, the events shaping the future, and what it all means for you. Discover upcoming events and their impact. Understand what the Bible reveals about the signs of the times. Prepare yourself spiritually for what is to come. Don't wait until it's too late. Sign up now and stay up to date.